The testimony that you are about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I testify today with significant regret, recognizing that my texts have created confusion and caused pain for people I love. Not once in my 26 years of defending our nation did my personal opinions impact any official action I took. Between July 31st and August 8th, how many interviews did you conduct related to the alleged collusion between Russia and the Trump campaign? Congressman, as you know, counsel for the FBI, based on the special counsel's equities, has instructed me not to answer questions about the ongoing investigation. I'm asking for a number Russian attempts to interfere.
You are under subpoena and are required to answer the question. Are you objecting to the question? If so, please state your objection.
Mr. Chairman, I object.
I do not believe I am here under subpoena. I believe I am here voluntarily.
Chairman.
Will you answer the committee's question as directed, or do you refuse to answer the committee's question?
Mr. Chairman, I move to adjourn.
Second. You're not recognized for that purpose, and you will be subject to recall to allow the committee to consider proceeding with a contempt citation.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour. I'm Michael, and today we're going to get into a Greg Rubini Twitter thread. Again, if you're on Twitter, get over there and follow. This is an interesting article here, to say the least. So let's get right on into it. A big shout out again to Greg. Does great work. Let's jump in here. Okay, remember this as we go forward. Nellie Orr and Bruce Orr knew personally the British spy Christopher Steele since 2007. Yes, since 2007. There's an article here, emails that Nellie Orr sent to the DOJ during the 2016 election. Their timing and subject matters have raised question in Congress.
So Nellie Orr, while she's working for Fusion GPS, who's being paid by the Clinton campaign and the Democrat National Committee, while she's working for that entity, is forwarding that information that she's compiling to the Justice Department. Not just to her husband, but to 3 other people at the Justice Department. Right. And the information is about Donald Trump. And this is all happening at the same time that the FBI and Justice Department have started an investigation into whether the Trump campaign was in any way working with Russia to impact the election. So that's what makes it so troubling and of such great concern.
So can we expect her to be referred criminally, as Congressman Meadows was talking about?
Mark is working on that. I think he's working to finalize that, and we'll see if that happens.
Do you think Glenn Simpson falls into that category too?
I think Jerry Nadler sent letters to 81 different entities, 60-some different people, and it was interesting, 2 names he left off the list. Christopher Steele, the guy who put the dossier together, and Glenn Simpson, the guy who's already come in front of Congress and said, oh, take the fifth, I'm not going to answer questions. So why don't the Democrats want to know from that guy, Glenn Simpson, who employed Nellie Orr, who was the guy who was paid by the Clintons through the law firm Perkins Coie, who hired a foreigner, Christopher Steele, who put the dossier together, which we know was the basis and the reason that they were able to get the FISA warrant on Carter Page in the first place.
This is one of the gems contained in the 268 pages of the Bruce Orr hearing transcript that no one in the media has read. Not even Fox News, Sean Hannity, or Sarah Carter. Peter Strzok was promoted to the FBI Counterintelligence Division in the midst of the Hillary Clinton email investigation. Isn't it strange? Promoted by whom? Well, Strzok was promoted by either James Comey or by Andrew McCabe. And just who gave the order to James Comey to promote Peter Strzok in the midst of the Hillary Clinton email investigation? Was it John Brennan? Or Obama? Who gave the order to Comey? Or was it Hillary Clinton who gave the order to Comey to promote her fixer, Peter Strzok? John Brennan and Peter Strzok friends since the time Brennan was CIA Chief of Staff, the years 1999 through 2001? Or were they friends since the time Brennan was CIA Station Chief in Saudi Arabia, 96 through 1999? Why nobody in the media dares to talk about this? Why does nobody investigate this? You might ask, why is the promotion of Peter Strzok to the FBI Counterintelligence Division in the middle of the Hillary Clinton campaign investigation so important? Because it was Peter Strzok who conducted the fake investigation in order to exonerate Hillary Clinton in the private email server scandal. And it was the same Peter Strzok who initiated the fake Russian collusion investigation on Trump. Coincidence? Ask yourself, was Peter Strzok promoted on the purpose for the above aims? And again, who gave the order to Comey or McCabe to promote Strzok into such a sensitive position? There are only three possibilities: John Brennan, Hillary Clinton, or Hussein Obama. And remember that all three, Brennan, HRC, Obama, could have blackmailed Comey and forced him to promote Peter Strzok, because all three had the dirt on Comey, thanks to Project Hammer. With Project Hammer, Brennan, Clapper, and Obama spied for years on judges, Supreme Court justices, congressmen, intelligence officers, high-ranking military, admirals and generals, journalists and editors, CEOs of companies, and much, much more. James Comey could have been one of the many of thousands that Brennan, Clapper, and Obama have been collecting dirt on with Operation Hammer to blackmail them and control them and force them to toe the line. Even Robert Mueller could have been one of the targets of Project Hammer. I am by no means defending Comey or Robert Mueller. The opposite. James Comey has to face justice. Mueller has been leveraged and played his part. But the aim of this thread, this video, is to put the things into the right perspective, and is even more damning for Brennan, Clapper, Barack Hussein Obama, and HRC. Do you really think that A.G. William Barr, Rod Rosenstein, Ezra Cohen Watnick, and General Mike Flynn do not know about Project Hammer? Of course they do. And along with Ezra Cohen Watnick at the DOJ, National Security Division, has been working all along in silence on investigating and providing evidence about Project Hammer for the criminal prosecution of Brennan, Clapper, and BHO. And remember this, also, that Ezra Cohen Watnick is a former right-hand man of General Mike Flynn at the DIA, the military intelligence, and is an expert in this field. For a brief period, Watnick worked also at Oracle. President Trump wanted Ezra Cohen Watnick at the DOJ. And of course, also Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh knows about Project Hammer. And he knows also about the British GCHQ spy operation on Trump. Rest assured, he knows. Brett Kavanaugh and Rod Rosenstein are longtime friends since 20 years ago. They worked together in the Ken Starr Independent Counsel that was investigating then President Bill Clinton. You can see them both in this 1990s photograph. Do you recognize them? folks, this was a coup. This was a conspiracy. It was criminal activity to the highest levels. These people need to be indicted, charged, and put into prison. And if they're not, then our Constitution is nothing more than a sham. Thanks for watching. I'm Michael. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless. Godspeed to each and every one of you worldwide. Where we go one, we go all.